جماعة احنا النهاردة في workshoppers أول كورس جايلنا all the way from London. توبي ميدوز كتب كتاب عن how to start a fashion label. أول مرة يجيلنا في مصر حد من برا يعلم اللوكال designers the real techniques إنه how to be a successful brand. أنا مبسوطة قوي إنه جايلنا ناس من برا يشجعوا اللوكال designers. يلا نشوف إيه اللي بيحصل. Toby, thank you so much for coming to Cairo. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
And I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you so we can help other designers out, just to get your idea of how it went, how the workshop went. What are the traits you find that are really necessary in a successful designer?
To be truly successful, it's a number of different things. It's not good enough just to be a talented designer. You need to also, if it's your own business that you're running, you need to take the business side very seriously as well. So it's having that combination of designability but entrepreneurial spirit, and that's where some of the best designers can fall flat.
Do you think an education in fashion design is a must?
That's an interesting one. I think it certainly helps. I mean, there's no doubt that there's a reason why people do design courses, and the key for it really is on the research and the process that you go through to kind of find your true creative talent. And you see it with people that have studied versus those that haven't. But quite often people that haven't studied are quite literal in their references. So they see a picture and then what they end up creating is almost a mimic of what they've seen. Whereas those that have studied have maybe found a tiny detail that they're able to take out and enhance and develop and grow and create something that's new and different and innovative.
What are some tips you have for Middle Eastern designers wanting to go to get international recognition, to sell?
Okay, this is an interesting one because I think when I'm over here and I work in Dubai and things like that, everything is about going international. Now what's funny is back in London, everything's about getting the Middle Eastern market, right? And I think sometimes what the market here is not aware is just how influential the shopper is here for Western designers. The money has certainly moved to the Middle East, to Southeast Asia, to Russia, to China, and buyers are starting to look more at what those consumers are buying than their own domestic markets. So my own personal belief, focus on your own market. If you look after your own market and create product that your own consumer wants to buy, those international buyers are going to take notice of you. We talked about in class that Harrods went on sale early last year, and it went on sale because Ramadan was earlier than ever and everyone was coming over to London earlier. Well, if Harrods goes on sale early, the whole region goes on sale, then London goes on sale, then England goes on sale. So our whole pattern of sales was put out for a consumer that is one of their biggest consumers.
Social media and the effect of social media on fashion in the modern day. I mean, what, in your opinion, do you like it? Are you a bit hesitant about it? What do you suggest for designers, to take advantage of it? Anything that
Okay.
everything.
I mean, for me, most of my life is spent with young designers, emerging designers, and for me, social media is one of the best things, best tools that this audience can be given. With young designers, hopefully they're working with integrity and something that they love, and there's an artisan to what they're doing. Social media allows people to see the hard work, the craftsmanship. It allows them to promote their label around the world. I mean, it's just an absolute phenomenal tool if used in the right way. And I think the key is finding your voice.
What have you found most interesting about the participants in this workshop?
I think the big bonus about being here, working with the delegates and also with workshoppers who kind of put everything together, is just the level of desire, aspiration and intelligence of the participants. There is no one way to create a fashion label and make it a success. So all we can do is talk about here are the options and what these mean. The first thing you get when you come here, without a doubt, I mean, I flew in over the pyramids, you look out and you're like, wow, you just can't escape heritage and the history that this country has. And one of the things we've talked about in the workshop is about fashion designers in this country kind of embracing the heritage and recognizing that Egypt on the outside world has massive added value, absolutely massive added value. It's the first civilization that we learn about in history, you know, and then we move on to Roman Empire, Greeks and what have you. But there's so much heritage that designers need to tap into, because if I'm going to buy, you know, from this region, it's not because you're selling me what I already have. It's because you're tapping into the history and giving me things that, wow, are blowing my mind.
So since you said you've been around in the region and you know been to Dubai, has any specific Middle Eastern designer caught your attention? Anyone who's doing something interesting?
Yes, but I'm going to refrain from announcing anything, and the reason for that is because I have a few clients in the region who I work with who are yet to launch.
Well, I'd love to know who they are.
I promise you, you'll be the first I can tell.
Know.
Absolutely.
Right. Great. It was a pleasure having you here, and thank you so much for talking.
Thank you.